Hey everyone, I'm in NBA 2K23 and I want to show you how the auction house works. So this is the area here, auctions. Now if you can't get into here, if it says it's not available, you need to play the game a little bit. And if we have a little look on the home area here inside the seasons, you want to be doing just leveling up and earning XP. And you do that, if we have a little look, in the single player or the multiplayer mode, play one of these and then you'll gradually get some XP. And then that will level up your season and you will get these packs. The reason why you need the packs is you need at least 30 cards to unlock the auction house. So you will see if you go down to lifetime agendas, welcome to my team, there is the auction house. And if you haven't got 30 cards yet, it should tell you just to the side of my head there how many you need until you unlock it. So once that's done, you can start messing around with the auction house. So the auction house makes use of MT, which is the type of currency that is used in here. And you can search the auction. You can see auction outcomes, active bids, my auctions and stuff like that. So let's search the auctions and talk about things you can get. So search type, there are three different search types. There's the players, the franchise and consumables. So I'm flicking between these with LT and RT on the Xbox. That would be L2 and R2 on the PlayStation. So if we look at players first, you can search by name, position, color, theme, conference, all these sort of things. So by color, it doesn't mean the color of the player, it means the color of the card. So there are all these different card colors, and basically the more we go to the right, that looks like left for me, but maybe they're in the mirror thing, the better the card. So dark matter is the top one. Now as you go up to dark matter, check these out, and there's not even any on there at the minute. So let's go for something like diamond search, and these are top cards. So basically the closer towards dark matter you go, the better the card performance is. So you can see these ones are going to cost you quite a bit of money to get, 19,000 MT. So you don't have to spend that amount of money though. Let's reset this. So down the bottom, just to the bottom over there, reset search Y on the Xbox or triangle on the PlayStation. So if we have a little look, one of the things you might want to have a little look at is just to search at a maximum bid, so you can see things that are a bit cheaper. So let's just say, let's search a maximum bid of 700. So I'm moving the right D-pad to the right there, or I could use the left stick and move that to the right. And then when I'm happy, the search button for me is the menu button. If it's a different one for you, it'll just show down the bottom, again down over there, a different button for you there, but for me it's the menu button. So this shows me people that are currently at a low bid and when they expire. So this guy here, Anthony Cole, is he Anthony Cole or is he? No, sorry, he's Cole Anthony, isn't he? Apologies, Cole Anthony. So you can see it's 1 minute 52 left of this particular card here. So if I wanted to place a bid on it, I could press A, and it says the maximum bid. What do I want to bid? So I can bid 500. If somebody then bids 550, I'm going to get outbid. So let's say I'm happy to do a maximum bid of say 600. When I'm happy to do that, I press A, and it says, do you want to bid? And I say yeah. And that is good, but somebody else has bid, so I'm actually outbid on that one. So we'll just do again. We'll go up to 750, see whether we can get the high bid. So you can see that's now the high bid on this particular one. I'm winning that bid, but there is still a minute to go, so maybe I'll win it, maybe I won't. You can see this one here looks quite a cool one, Bill Russell. So you can have a little look all through these and see whether any float your boat. Now, if you're impatient and you need a card now, you can go with the buy it now ones. So for example, Magic Johnson here, this card 3,300 would secure it now. So again, if we want to see some bargains, what we could do is go back to here. So I hit B to go back, that would be circle on the PlayStation. Reset the search with Y, and you could go with maximum buyout and set that pretty low. So let's go with 850 and search and see if anything comes up. No, nobody is that desperate for cash, so we'll have another little look. So we'll up that a bit more. Let's go to 1100 and see what comes up. So we've got a couple of players here, an 83 and an 82. Funny enough, it's Cole Anthony again, so I could get him for 1,000, buy it now. But because there's 4 minutes left, you would think nobody's really interested at that price at the minute, but you could go and pick these guys up at that if you want. So let's up the amount and just see if we can get anything, anything interesting. So we'll go here and we'll up it to 1,500 and search, and then we should start seeing loads more. So what you may want to do is flick all the way to the right, so look for things that have just been listed and you may find a good buy here. So you could do that, and then hey look, there's Scottie Pippen for 1,500. That seems like not a bad buy to me. So we could go with that one. If we go back, so another thing you could think about is, let's combine that with, I want at least a sapphire card, and see whether anything comes up there. And indeed we can. We're getting these 85 ones here, so we could go with Scotty Barnes or any of these ones here. So if you like the look of one of these, you could just select, And just for you, my friends, I'm going to buy it now and spend some of my hard-earned in-game cash. So there we go. I've purchased that one at 14.50. So then what happens, if we come back out of here, you've got auction outcomes, and here you can see your completed auctions. You need to come here to claim your cards and say what you want to do with them. So if we press A here, we can see what happens. So Cole Anthony, I got outbid on. LeBron James, I won. So if we look at Cole Anthony, for example, and press A here, it just disappears him off the list there. So LeBron James, though, it'll say, what do you want to do? Do you want to sell it? Do you want to send it to my auctions, or do you want to add it to collection? So if I wanted to just flip it and sell it, I could do that. But I'm going to add him to my collection. So that's going to go. He's going to go into my team there. And then all these other ones, just press A to click on them. And the point about this, you want to do this because look above my head. The MT will go back. I basically have to claim my cash back that I bid, which is a bit weird. But you see, it's now gone up. You see my amount's now gone up to 5930. So don't forget to do that. So Cole Anthony, we won. Cool. So we can add him to my collection or send to auctions or sell for 600. So I'll add him to my collection. And I'll do the same with this one, add to my collection. So there we go, we've got that, that's all good. The other thing is we can see active bids, we've got nothing on there. We can also see my auctions, which we'll talk about. But I just want to go back to the search and just talk about the different areas. So we looked a little bit about players, you could go by division and all that sort of stuff here. If you use right trigger, that'd be R2 on the PlayStation, you'll go over to franchise. And if we have a little look here, these are all other sorts of things you can get. You can get jerseys, court floors, arenas, playbooks, logos, all sorts of stuff. So for example, if you wanted a logo, that's going to be the little badge of your team. You could go in here and see what's available, or you could pick a specific team. So for example, let's go with, I don't know, the Celtics, and search, and then you will see Celtics badges here and how much they are. So these ones are bids. This one is a buy it now, so you can get this particular badge for $9.50. All is good, and that process works exactly the same as what we were seeing before, so that's all good. And lastly, on the search type, we've got the consumables, so you could go in here for badges, shoe cards and shoe colorways and shoe boosts and injury cards, event cards. So sort of the stuff that you can apply to your shoes and your players as quick consumables. Some of these can get crazy expensive, so for example, if you're interested in shoe cards, let's have a little look at these. Just click the search. 10,000, yow, yow, yow. So, some of them can be very, very painful. That's basically how you buy players and how the auction house works on the buy side of things. So let's just back out and talk about what about if we wanted to auction something. For that, you sort of flick off. Either in here, you can press select, but this only gives you a few of your things that you can sell, so it's not really very useful. If you back out of there, so I'm using circles to go back, B to go back, I'm on the Xbox. Right button to go over to my team, and then if you look at my collection, I think it is, yeah, there you go. You've got the search here. If I just flick my camera off just for a second, you can see I can go through players, coaches, jerseys, court floors, all that sort of stuff. So I can look for all of these things, so I can just say show me everything. So if I go back to all and we hit the search, which is the menu button again. Now let's put my camera back on again. The important thing here, what's easy to miss, is if you look at the left side just below the number of each card, if there's a little weird sort of red circle, it means you can't sell that player. Now, Mitchell Robertson is a player that doesn't have that on. So if I select that one, you can see it says send to my auction, sell for MT. And this is the important thing. So if I wanted to sell him, I could do that here. So I could do the same with this guy. Sorry, not this guy, because he's got the little circle underneath. So you can go through all of your players here and just see. Now, if you want to see players beyond this page, you can use the right trigger or left trigger to flick between pages. So I'm using the right trigger here. And having a little look at the other ones here. So we could have a look at Kevin Durant, and if we wanted to sell him, we could say send to my auction. So if I hit that button there, it says this will remove this player from one or more of your lineups. Do you want to do that? And I could say yes. I think I've actually got him applied to my team, so that would mess things up for me. So maybe he's not a good guy for me to sell. But you can see most of my players are not for sale. I need to list someone though. Let me see if we've got anyone else. Let's go with Mitchell Robertson and just send into the auction so you can see how it works. So he's gone off to the auctions thing. So basically I've moved that across there. And then if I have a little look through, I could send some other stuff here, like this classic away Warriors set. I could send that to my auctions. The other thing you've got the ability to do here is quick sell something. So if you really can't be bothered to auction it, let's say That one, for example, I could sell it for MT 250. Generally, you'll get more on the auction, but if you want to do that, you can do. So if we back out again, go to auctions, and then have a little look at my auctions. So here is the player that I've chucked over here. So this is how these things got here for me to then list. So we can say, okay, I want to list Mitchell Robinson. So if I do that, I can say start auction, or send collection, or add to the file, or sell for 700. So if I say start auction, I can set the starting bid and how long the auction duration is, and then he would go up for that for it. So I could set him at whatever and then start auction. Now before you do that, what you may want to do is have a little think about you know, what sort of value he's valued at, and debate that side of things. So you may want to go and have a little look at him on the auction house and see whether you know, what sort of price you could get him for. So you know, that's basically how it goes. So let's just list one of these. So let's say this classic away kit. You see I've got a couple of them here. So let's start an auction for that. 4 hours, 250. Buy it now. I could put, I don't know, 350. Start the auction. Do you want to put it up now? The important thing here is you can see 2K transaction fee is 10%, so you need to work that on top to make sure you don't make a loss if you're flipping players or flipping cards and stuff. So something to work out there as well. So once that's done, if we go back out, we should see that my auctions, there we go, one active auction, so I can see what's going on. You can see that one's listed and how long it's got till it expires. So that's it really. That's how the auction system works. When things have sorted themselves out, you should be able to go there and claim anything. I'm not sure whether the fee automatically gets added or not, but hopefully that gives you a good starting point. So if we have a little look here, there is the Warriors Classic away kit that I'd sold, or the jersey, and you can see I made $350 for it. So we press A here, or X on the on the PlayStation, and say, do I want to redeem it? Say yes. And there we go. I'm getting the money just above my head there. If that was useful to you, my friends, thumbs up, please. Much appreciated. Any comments, welcome. And if you like this sort of stuff, have a little look at the rest of my channel. I'll be adding more stuff on NBA 2K23 in coming days/weeks. If you want to be kept up to date, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much.